Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Isolation Player, and in today's video we highlight some of the items from the new DLC, the Oceaniapack, or DLC itself. So it's not how I wanted to do this, as I'm having issues with the game crashing when placing anything other than the animals down. So any of the construction items and facilities, including the new domes, seems to crash the game. So what I'll do, I'll show you the animals I can show you, and when we have access to the other items and the game doesn't crash when I place them, we can then look at that then. So let's start off with the kiwi, or the North Island brown kiwi itself. I've put a load in here just to see if they'll mate, but I haven't had that yet. So let's click this sleeping one here. And while I'll showcase the animals, I'll also give you some facts about them too. So the North Island brown kiwi is a flightless bird that is native to New Zealand. So as the name suggests, these kiwis are primarily found on New Zealand's North Island. They inhabit a variety of forest habitats, including lowland to mountain regions. The kiwi themselves are nocturnal, which means they're mostly active at night, and have a keen sense of smell that used to locate insects and small invertebrates, which is their prime food source. They're flightless birds, and they're small, so they can't actually use their wings, as they are very small wings themselves. They have a body length of around about 45 to 55 centimeters, which is 18 to 22 inches, and they approximately weigh 1.2 to 2.8 kilograms. So unlike their close relatives, the little spotted kiwis, the North Island brown kiwis are brownish grey with a molted appearance, which helps them blend into the forest surroundings. These birds have a relatively long lifespan, with some individuals living up to 40 years. Like all kiwi species, the North Island brown kiwis are egg-laying birds. They typically lay 1 to 2 eggs, with both parents taking time to incubate them. So they communicate through a series of high-pitched calls, especially during the breeding season. As you can hear then, they often use to establish the calls to establish territory and attracting mates. Okay, so last facts about the kiwis before we move on. The kiwi is the symbol of New Zealand. And again, like the All Blacks, the Kiwis and so on, hence the name there. So I think there's a great addition to Planet Zoo. I think they're well done. As you can see, all the individual hairs sticking off their face there, and the long slender beak, and the beady eyes as this one marches around. Again, my apologies, it's not how I wanted to do this. I wanted to make the habitat look decent with some of the new foliage and so on, but unfortunately I wanted to bring you content and not waste the opportunity to do so. So there we have it, the kiwi, or the North Island brown kiwi itself. Now on to the quokers. I'm probably butchering that name there. These guys are all sleeping. Oh, let's have a look at this one here. These jumping around. So, quokers are small marsupials known for their adorable appearance and friendly demeanour. They're native to Australia, particularly the southwestern region. Here are some interesting facts about them. So the quokers are often called the world's happiest animal because they appear to be smiling due to the upward curve of their mouth. This endearing expression has made them popular on social media. So, like other marsupials, quokers give birth to an undeveloped offspring called joeys. They continue to develop in the mother's pouch. The pouch is located in the abdomen, a bit like a kangaroo itself, as this one's sleeping. Again, these animals are nocturnal, meaning they're most only active at night, and they forage for food, which mainly consists of plants, leaves, and some small insects during the night. Quokers are social creatures and often live in a small family group, or colonies. These are known to be quite friendly and may approach humans, which has contributed to their popularity. Quokers are classed as vulnerable by the International Union of Conservation of Nature, the IUCN. Their populations have been threatened by habitat loss, including predators like foxes and cats, and human disturbances. So they are primarily found in a small area of the southwestern Australia, particularly in the islands of Rottnest Island and Bold Island. Their limited range makes them particularly susceptible to habitat changes and disturbance. So they have a salt tolerance, which they consume plants that are high in oxalates, which are typically toxic to other animals. They're also known to drink salt water, behaviour that most other animals cannot tolerate. Okay, so that's these guys here as they jump around. Again, let's take a closer look at this guy here. I think again they've done an amazing job with these animals. It looks like a mixture between a chinchilla and a wombat to me, as this one tucks up and goes to sleep, or even a wallaby, sort of a smaller version of a wallaby, in my opinion. Hello, I see you twinkle your nose. Brilliant. Another fantastic job done there. So, now on to the next animal I can bring you in this showcase video. Here we go. Let's go to this little bugger here. This little cheeky bugger laying stretched out. So, as you can see, these are the Tasmanian devils. So these are a unique and carnivorous marsupial native to the island of Tasmania, off the coast of Australia. Here are some fascinating facts about them. So, let's start with their size and appearance. Tasmanian devils are about the same size of a small dog, with a stocky and muscular build. They have dark fur, which has white markings on the chest and rump. They were also known to having strong jaws and sharp teeth. Again, these are nocturnal animals. I might as well just call this a nocturnal pack, but there we go. They're mainly active at night, and they spend their days resting in dens or burrows. Tasmanian devils are scavengers. They eat a varied diet, and they'll eat almost anything, including dead animals, birds, reptiles, and even insects. They are known for their eerie and loud vocalizations, which include screeches, growls, and snarls. These vocalizations are often heard during feeding time and when they interact with other Tasmanian devils. The female Tasmanian devil has a rear-facing pouch, typically giving birth to 20 to 30 tiny undeveloped joeys, but only a few survive, as there's only 4 teats in the pouch. So they are sadly endangered again. and they face threats from habitat loss, road fatalities, and a dangerous contagious cancer known as devil facial tumour disease, or DFTD. They are a key species in Tasmania. They play an essential role in the ecosystem as scavengers, helping clean up dead animals and control populations of control other species. They have one of the strongest bite force relative to their size among all mammals, allowing them to crush through bone and consume entire carcasses of their prey, including hair and feathers. Tasmanian devils are the iconic symbol of Tasmania, and efforts to protect them and manage the threat of DFTD are critical to their survival. So let's carry on having a look at these guys. Let's look at this guy running around. There's the canine teeth popping out there. Definitely wouldn't want to get bitten by them. I don't know if you remember the old Looney Tunes. He had the Tasmanian Devil character on their cartoon. One of my favourites as a kid. As he's sniffing the air. I've said this with the others so far. I honestly think they've done an amazing job with these new characters, new animals coming to the pack itself. Okay, now on to the last animal I'm afraid I can bring you out of this pack. And these are these little tiny guys, the little penguin. Oh, he looks great. So while we follow this guy around, let's learn about these guys. So little penguins, also known as fairy penguins or blue penguins, are the smallest species of penguin in the world. Little penguins are indeed little, with an average height of around 30 centimetres or 12 inches, and they weigh around about 1 kilogram, which is 2.2 pounds. They are native to the coastal regions of Australia and New Zealand, and as well as some nearby islands. They can often be found in areas with rocky shorelines and burrows. Blue plumage. Adult little penguins have a distinct bluish-grey plumage on their backs. This helps them blend in with the ocean when viewed from above, and their undersides are white. Again, little penguins are nocturnal, which means they're mostly active at night. During the day, they typically stay in burrows or rocky crevices to avoid predators and the heat of the sun. These penguins are often nest in colonies, with multiple pairs of penguins residing in the same area. They may form burrows or use natural crevices as nests. Their diet consists mainly of small fish such as anchovies and sardines, as well as squid and other small maritime creatures. They are very skilled hunters in the water. Little penguins communicate with each other using a range of vocalizations, including braying calls. They're often described as sounding like a donkey. Some populations of the little penguin are threatened by habitat destruction, pollution, and predation by the introduction of species like rats and cats. Little penguins undergo an annual molt, during which they lose and replace their feathers. During this time, they're unable to swim and must fast until their new feathers are fully grown. In some regions, little penguins have become popular tourist attractions. Places like Phillip Island in Australia offer opportunities to watch them return to the shore in the evening after a day fishing. Little penguins can live up to 6 to 7 years in the wild, and although their lifespan can be longer in captivity. Little penguins are beloved for their petite little size and charming behaviour. Okay, so the last animal in this pack was the flying fox, also known as the fruit bat. These are large bats that belong to the family of Petropididae. I probably butchered that name there. And here are the facts about these guys. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you much about them. Let me see if I can get a picture up without the game crashing here. Where have they gone? There we go, spectacled flying fox. Can't really see the picture there. Let me see if I can get it up in Zoopedia. There we go. So, wingspan. Flying foxes are among the largest bat species, with the wingspan that can reach up to 1.5 meters, which is 5 feet or more depending on the species itself. Fruit-eating bats. These are primarily they primarily eat a diet consisting of many fruits. They play a crucial role in pollinating many fruit-bearing trees and dispersing seeds, which helps maintain a healthy ecosystem. Nocturnal creatures. Again, another nocturnal animal. Have you noticed every animal in this pack is nocturnal? So, like most bats, flying foxes are nocturnal, and they're active at night as they forage for their food. Flying foxes are social creatures that often roost in large colonies, which consist of thousands of individuals. They're normally located in trees or caves. They are highly skilled flyers and can cover long distances while searching for food. Some species of flying foxes are known for their endurance and their ability to fly for hours. Flying foxes have excellent senses, including a sense of smell and good eyesight, which they use to locate the fruit and navigate in the dark. Flying foxes are typically brown and black in colour and have a fox-like face, which is how they get their common name. They also have large eyes and large pointed ears. They have a unique way of thermoregulating. They often spread their wings out to cool down on hot days and wrap themselves up in their wings to conserve heat on the cooler days. They are vulnerable to habitat loss due to deforestation and urban development. This also leads with conflicts with humans when they roost in the urban areas. The flying foxes can carry zoonotic diseases such as hendrovirus, which can be transmitted to humans, so they are a concern for public health. In the wild, flying foxes can live for several decades, with some individuals known to live up to 30 years old. So there we have it. So that is all I can show you really of the pack itself. My apologies for not being able to bring you much more than that. But my game unfortunately is crashing when I do load anything else of the oceanic DLC. Let me see if I can show you some of the items. Contact pack. There we go, oceanic. So it looks like we've got some new signs, animal signs, which they look great. We've got there some canoe boats and outriggers and even a sail. So I'll be interested to see what people come up with them in their zoos themselves. Looks like we've got a couple of surfboards and with water buoys themselves. some panels, a sort of driftwood door. It looks like a very driftwoody sort of few items here. I can always thinking of some ideas here of using these too. Good old oil barrel or drum barrel itself there. We've got some netting here, so that'd be great for your aviaries if you want to build sort of aviaries. I know I'll be coming up with something with that in the future. Some better rope coils again, and different sort of leaf skirts. We can come up with some decent ideas for that too. We've got some more different thatch. Again, some tiki heads. So they'll be looking great for some decoration in some of your sort of Hawaii islandy areas in your zoos. And some tribal oars to go with your canoes, I suppose. And again, we've got this building set of a woven bark wall. I'd love to click them, but I don't want to crash while I'm filming. Nature, let's have a look what we can see here. So a few different bits here. Straight away, these the fake lava molten itself stands out straight away. I have had ideas of doing like a volcano in different zoos without the, excuse me, without lava. It hasn't really worked, so it's a great little addition to the game. Cabbage tree. I clicked one of these earlier and it did crash, so I won't click them. Coastal pig face. It's like some sort of bush. Another fern, a king fern this time. Different palm trees too. Silver ferns. Again, they look great. So, got a fair few bits here. I'm excited to use this once it's finally sorted out with Frontier, with a patch coming out hopefully in the next couple of days, so I can actually use these. I don't know if I ever uploaded this though, but this is one I started when one of the previous DLCs come out with the armadillo and the wallaby. So if you're interested in me carrying on this zoo, please let me know in the comments below. If you're interested in any other Planet Zoo content, like our Zoo City Zoo, a series that is ongoing, and please let me know below any questions, queries, or any ideas in the future. Again, hit that comment box up. I'm more than happy to speak to any of you who give your time to talk to me in the comments. Again, if you've liked the video today, please drop that thumbs up, and then also press the notification bell and subscribe button. I've been Isolation Player today, and remember, stay out there.